Alright, starting off with the first 3-card combo. This is going first. To be honest, Magical Musketeer doesn't want to go first because of the Link monster. Has more pluses when you go second because it has 2 effects. But if you're going, if you're forced to go first, if you miss the die roll, you miss rock paper scissors, this is what you could do with these 3 cards. You just need an extender, Jackalope, Magical Musketeer, and a World Legacy Secession or Monster Reborn. But this is what you could do with 3 cards. This is somewhat the weakest 3-card combo, and I'll show you the strongest 3-card combo going first. So first, you will, for this argument's sake, World Legacy Secession will be set because of Dangerous Jackalope's effect. If it gets discarded or your opponent chooses 1. So for this, just for this combo, or for this going first combo, I'll just set this card. So you will first normal summon your Magical Musketeer Starfire. She doesn't do much going first, but you just go right away link summon to your Magical Musketeer Max. He doesn't gain any effect going first because it needs when your opponent controls spells and traps or monster, it gains one of the following effects. And I'll go into it when I go to the going second combos. And from here, you will use Danger Jackalope's effect to let your opponent choose 1 card from your hand, and if it doesn't get discarded, special summon him or another what's called Danger from your hand. So if let's say it gets discarded, let you special summon any Danger in defense position. And for this purposes, I like Danger Mothman because he is a level 4. And so you have set this guy right here. Doesn't really matter. Just away from the Anima zone or another monster zone. And here you will activate World Legacy Secession to special summon a monster where a Link monster points to. So you will special summon Magical Musketeer Starfire because she is a level 4. And this is going first. And from here, it really depends on you. Since Magical Musketeers benefit from you having spells and traps in your hand because they can activate them during either player's turn. That's why Magical Musketeer Max should be on your board, or you should leave him alone and bring out anything between a Tornado Dragon in my deck or Abyss Dweller. Or if you really want, you could still go into Dragoon. By using these 2 to bring out Verde Anaconda, and then from Verde Anaconda, use the effect to pitch Red Eyes of Fusion. Then these 2 to bring out Red Eyes Dragoon, and that's pretty much the going first 3-card combo. This is the weakest one, and without interruptions. So, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And for the second going first 3-card combo, I will say this one's the strongest, or a little bit stronger than the last one, because this will just need a Magical Musketeer. Anyone, I just like to see Starfire right now, and that's why I just picked her because she is blue. And now you need Parallax Seed and any extender. In my deck, I have Kage to Kage. Like I said, it could be World Legacy Secession, it could be another Danger, or it could be even a Black Dragon Collapse Serpent. If you see any of these 3 cards, this is what you could build going first if you're forced to go first, because Magical Musketeer doesn't want to go first. You want to go second to get more benefit from the Link monster. So now, first thing you could do is, let's say for argument's sake you have Kage to Kage and Magic Musketeer and Parallax Seed. For this combo you need Parallax Seed because obviously Parallax Seed is pretty good. So you'll normal summon Magical Musketeer Starfire. Since you normal summon a monster, Kage to Kage's effect is that you can special summon it from your hand, but it can't be used for synchro summon, but that's okay. So now you'll right away link 1 into your Link Magical Musketeer Max to this zone, and from here, sadly, he doesn't get his effect, so you can't really do much. And so you'll special summon your Parallax Seed because you link summon, and from here, you could special summon another Parallax Seed, and from here you have 3 monsters. And so you could do pretty much whatever you want. For my deck, going first, you could go into, since you have 3 level 4s, you could go to Tornado Dragon if you really want, or you could go to Abyss Dweller, or you could go to IP. But let's say, I will say the strongest thing you could do here is Magical Musketeer is pretty strong, but I'll show you. First, you will go into your IP, And from here you could just go into your Verde Anaconda and do the same thing like before. Pitch Red Eyes and Dark Magician and Red Eyes Fusion to bring out your Dragoon. And here you have an interruption during your opponent's turn. Well, pretty much you could do whatever you wanted. Like I said, you could ban Tornado Dragon if you're facing control decks like, I don't know, Shadows, Trap Trick, you name it, or Abyss Dweller when you're playing with Dinos, Orchest, Sky Striker, really whatever you want you're playing against if you know what you're playing against. Yeah. Alright, and for the last three card combos I'm going to show is going second, because you really want to go second. This are for Magical Musketeers because it gains the Link monster gains a certain between 2 effects. And now I gotta play hypothetical, and for this run I will say, let's say your opponent controls just 1 spell and trap set. So from here it really depends. Like in my build, you just need any Magical Musketeer and any other extenders. Like I said, I could have World Legacy Session, it could be Black Dragon, Collapse Serpent, Danger Jackalope, or any danger really, or Parallax Seeds. Parallax Seed will be the strongest obviously because it gives you more pluses, but let's just say Kage to Kage, just keep it simple. And so first you will normal summon your Magical Musketeer Starfire, then you'll link right away into your Link 1 Magical Musketeer Max. And since let's say your opponent controls a spell or trap in the side of the field, he controls let's say 1. His effect is that when your opponent controls spells and traps, you could special summon Magical Musketeers from your deck up to the amount your opponent controls. So if your opponent controls 2 spells or traps or just 1, you could special summon Magical Musketeer monsters with different names. So for my build, I'll try to maximize all the level 4s. So you could bring out Magical Musketeer Wild. It could be same thing, Magical Musketeer Starfire or Calamity Casper. He's a level 3, so I don't bring him out. And from here, you could, let's just say I had another copy of Magical Musketeer Starfire, because her effect lets you special summon another Magical Musketeer from your deck if a spell or trap card is activated in her column. So from here, since you do have, like I said, World Legacy Sessions, you could activate World Legacy Session to special summon a Magical just any monster from your graveyard into one of the points 2. And since you activated World Legacy Sessions in its column, it gains the effect of special summoning another level 4 or lower Magical Musketeer monster. And since you will special summon another level 4, like I said, I would like to bring out Magical Musketeer Wild because he is level 4. And from here, you could go wild. Like I said, now you have 4 monsters. You could go to IP, like I said, going back to the same deal, because that's what I try to do going first in my build. You want to go just to IP or anything really, and then you go to Verde Anaconda and then bring out Dragoon by sending cards, sending the Red Eyes, Black Dragon, Red Eyes Fusion, and Dark Magician to your field to the graveyard, pay 2,000. And this is what you have going second if you have if your opponent controls the spell and trap. And it really depends. Like I said, you had a few level 4s. You had the Link 1, which is Magical Musketeer Max, and yeah. I think so. Alright, and for the last 3-card combo going second, I'll show you, like I said, it could be, you just need any extenders, these 2. I'm going to show you the strongest going second combo with Parallax Seed, obviously. It just gives you more pluses, but you just need any extender, Black Collapse Serpent in my deck, Kage to Kage, it could be World Legacy Session, because I do run a few copies. And for this one, I'm just going to use Black Dragon Collapse Serpent, because he does give you more pluses still. And so from here, these 2 cards will be in your hand. You will normal summon your Magical Musketeer Starfire, and from here you will go right away into your Link 1 Magical Musketeer Max. And this time, let's just say your opponent controls a monster and doesn't have no spells and traps. Let's just say he controls 1 monster. He gains the effect of you could add spells and traps up to the amount your opponent controls, monster controls. So controls 1, you could add with any of these, these 4 spells and traps from your deck. And so for me, because this is a Utopia double or nothing OTK deck, for me, I'll get Magical Musketeer Cross Domination from my deck. Just add it. So now this card is added with your Black Collapse Serpent and your Parallax Seed. Since you link summon, you could special summon Parallax Seed and Parallax Seed, let you special summon another one. And from here, you could still use Black Collapse Serpent to banish your Magical Musketeer. Black Magical Musketeer Starfire, banish her to special summon your baby Black Dragon Collapse Serpent. And from here, you could activate, since your opponent, let's say he has a face-up monster on the field, attack position, you could activate Cross Domination. Cross Domination affects that changes the attack and defense to 0 and it negates his effect. And so from here, you could, since your opponent monster is 0 and he's in attack position, he's very vulnerable to go into, if you're going to just do overkill, let's just go somewhat overkill. Let's say just these 2 monsters to bring out, again, I guess somewhat the best monster in the format. Verde Anaconda to bring out Dragoon, to send 3 cards from your deck to the graveyard. You will send again these 3 cards to bring out Red Eyes Dragoon, and then you'll go into your, for my deck build, you have Utopia double or nothing. So you will go into your Utopia double, then detach whatever you really want. Parallax Seed. I know you could have used Black Giant Collapse Serpent to reoccur, since you could, since it's sent to the graveyard, you could add the light one, but let's just say for this one, just for a little bit quicker combo, you bring out Utopia, detach, to bring out, to search your double or nothing. You have that in your hand, then you'll go into your Utopia double and then OTK, since he has 1 face-up monster, attack position monster, and that's what I try to do just to end game. Dragoon and all this is pretty much it's too much. It's overkill. All you just need to do is just bring out Utopia and just OTK, and that's pretty much it, you guys. This is those 4 card combos. Anything really much like those 3 cards interchangeably in my deck doesn't really matter. Any of those 3 cards you saw, you could do this with Magical Musketeers, and I think that's okay for this format. It is vulnerable to Nibiru. Obviously, everything's vulnerable to Nibiru. Any deck, unless it's like a top tier deck like Dragon or something that can play against through certain interruption. This deck can't really do that much. It somewhat dies to Ash here and there, but you will try to bait that out. And if they don't have that much interruptions on your turn, you could probably OTK. And that's pretty much it for me, you guys. This is Santos representing Neo Overlay Network, signing out.